Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your first reading for the month of December. I hope this finds you well and enjoying your season, Sag. Happy birthday and happy solar return to our beautiful Saggies watching. Bringing you a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If none of it resonates, then you can always, if you're here as a Sag Sun, you can always check out the reading that aligns with your rising sign or vice versa, or be a cross watcher and watch the Sun and or rising readings for your divine counterpart. Lots of good information comes through that way, or at least you get some insight into what your divine counterpart is going through or how they're experiencing the connection, I should say. And then use the playlists. I've got, like, go to the channel page and click on the playlist tab and go to fire signs. You can either do, there's one big, huge folder of every fire sign reading, or you can just go into like the month before, and, you know, and see if you missed anything. Just scroll for the titles for Sagittarius. The readings, most of my readings are not date or time specific, since we're all on different timelines. Things are happening to us. I'm pulling up on energies that could have already happened for some folks. You come in the comments all the time and say, yeah, that happened 6 months ago. But I'm still pulling your storyline. Okay? And then for others of you, things are happening right now. And then for others of you, there are things yet to unfold. So use those playlists to your advantage. Beautiful Sagittarius. Okay. Pulling 2 cards from Spirit Animal Oracle. One for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. Ooh, I like it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll join us here by subscribing. That's the only way I can grow the channel, is if you subscribe. And for those who are returning, I love you. Masculine gets card 24, Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. I love this card, bring your ideas to life. Now 24, 2 and 4 is 6, and 6 is about balance and flow, right? It's sort of like we come through all the change and we get pressurized by the 5s, and then the diamond emerges in the 6. Yeah. So I kind of feel like bring your ideas to life. Lovely energy for the Divine Masculine. Feminine gets card 55. That's a master number. We don't reduce it. Snake Spirit, time to heal. So if there's something that's been troubling you, dear Feminine, this is your time to heal. I like that. Also, feel free to flip the energies around. The way the readings work is find the side of the spread that speaks to your experience in your connection. Then the other side is that of your divine counterpart. So I'm not going to say who's the Sagittarius. I leave that to you to decide. And then the other side is your divine counterpart. That's how it works. Even if you're here as a cross watcher, it works the same way. I will tell you when things are just for the Sagittarians watching, like now. I'm pulling Energy Oracle for the Saggies watching. Let's see what energy is predominant in your field at this moment. Rest and rejuvenation. Perfect. And I like that it's card 19. 1 and 9 is 10. I feel completion coming in. Some lesson being completed or a cycle being wrapped up, and it's time to sort of rest and rejuvenate, recharge the battery. Perfect. It feels like, yeah, you're just completing a year, and before your next trip around the sun begins, take a little, you know, R&R. My gosh, don't we need it? All right, my beloved, beautiful Saggies, let's see what's going on in your connection. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. Beautiful deck. It is thick. The cards are thick and my hands are tiny. So sometimes my shuffling looks sloppy. I do the best I can. You do not know how many times a day I pray that I could shuffle it like this. I can't. Like, I need, like, yeah, I can't. think they need to make... Every deck needs to come in petite sizes. I know they do make small decks, but not of everything. All right, here we go. Oh, God, Sag. Masculine showing up in the energy of the Six of Cups. That beloved past life soulmate. The loyalty, the bond that never breaks. And the feminine saying, wait a minute. Three of Swords, I'm suffering here. Whew. I'm just going to let that sit right there. Right? Time to heal. Does that make sense? Oh my goodness. High Priestess. Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. I'll show you the cards in a minute. Page of Swords, the Fool. Wow. 10 of Wands. All right, so I'm already feeling the stress crawling up my back and into my shoulders, so please know that I understand. Masculine's present experience in this connection is Knight of Swords. They know they need to clear up something, resolve something, get out in front of it, right? Get out in front of the Indiana Jones boulder, as it were. The Knight of Swords, the issue with the Knight of Swords is sometimes they speak before they think. They, you know, I mean, it's swords is communication in the realm of thought. It's 4D. But if you notice in this particular deck, that motorcycle, it's representing the horse, is way out ahead of him. It's almost like it's a runaway cycle and he's trying to catch it. And that may be part of what's going on here, is something slipped out, something was said or communicated, and this is my cleanup on aisle 5 card. So with the past life soulmate. In the past, we have the High Priestess. So could be that you're not in communication, or you weren't in communication, you weren't in separation. But regardless, this is the Pisces energy of the High Priestess. It's about operating on intuition. Sometimes it can represent hidden feelings, secrecy. So there may have been a secret or some hidden feelings here that weren't expressed, or were not expressed in the best way. And now I'm feeling that little cleanup on aisle 5. But then here's Sagittarius, your own card, the Wheel of Fortune in the future. How will fate intervene? So we'll look at that. Feminine's just like, wow, that one hurt. That's going to leave a mark. But their present experience of the connection is the Fool. And sometimes the Fool, if it comes out reversed, we'll see in a minute with my clarifiers, would be like a miscalculated risk. Normally I see the Fool as a calculated risk. In reverse, not so well calculated. And therefore disaster can ensue, right? One wrong step and you're off the cliff. So we're going to look at that a little bit. And the reason why I say that is because in the past, Page of Swords, this little message, like the feminine was keeping an eye on the situation, ear to the ground, eyes wide open, waiting for a sign, waiting for a sign. I think they miscalculated. And they took a leap and it was disastrous. And yeah, good news, feminine, in the future, 10 of Wands. This is the completion that I'm seeing in this card, the rest and rejuvenation. I feel like there's going to be some relief, the weight lifted off your shoulders, unburdening, unloading any negative karma that is left over from whatever this miscalculation. Like, I feel you went out on a limb here, feminine. And I think it didn't come off right. But I am seeing a masculine who wants to resolve it, who wants to get out, you know, and clear it up, wants to clear the air. So. Six of Cups. They're trying to call you in. If you're here as a feminine, this is a masculine calling in their past life soulmate, twin flame energy. 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands. There's resistance, maybe a little defensiveness. Right, because there's regrets. 5 of Cups. They regret what went down. That's underneath, though. What you're seeing, if you're here as the feminine, what you're seeing is someone who's acting resistant underneath. That's just defensiveness coming from their guilt, grief, sadness, regret. For whatever it's about. High Priestess in the past. Yeah, I don't think they were real warm and fuzzy. I feel this masculine King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. High Priestess is Pisces. I kind of feel like they were hiding their true feelings. And they were sort of not real warm and fuzzy about it. This is the second chances that was in... Oh, by the way, hello. So glad you came to see me. Your last reading, I mentioned second chances for the soulmates. Your birthday reading, that same thing came up. Now, when I did your solar return spread, your birthday reading, I didn't catch it. I titled them almost the same. If you go back and you look, you're going to see that your last reading, which was a couple weeks ago, came before I did your birthday reading at the very end of November. I almost titled them exactly the same because of this card right here, second chances. This is a card of being called, or answering the call of the past life soulmate connection. Masculine is showing up in that energy right here, right now. This represents forgiveness and second chances. So I kind of feel like they were keeping things under wraps. Might have come across as cool or aloof, disengaged. And then they thought, oh, wait a minute. I got to answer the call of this connection. And I feel like they didn't act quick enough. And now they're kind of feeling like, yeah, that wasn't smart. Now I got to clear the air and offer a message of love or apology. Don't make me cry, Sag. Yes, Knight of Swords. It didn't come off the way I meant it, says the masculine. I feel like I can hear him in my ear right now saying, please don't misunderstand. I really do care about you. I love you. I care about you. I'm so sorry. It didn't come off at all. I know. Oh my gosh. I see this so clearly. Oh. The 5 of Wands. There's conflict there. Misunderstanding. Disharmony. Lack of unity. I feel like something's interfering with them coming forward with this message. They want to come forward with this message of love or an apology, but they're conflicted about it because they fear rejection. They think that the feminine will reject them. 4 of Cups. So if you have not yet received this, if you're here as a feminine and you haven't received this message yet, they're conflicted because they're worried that they'll be like, yeah, talk to the hand. If you're here as the masculine, I'm telling you from my heart to your heart, please keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. This is a fated connection. The Wheel of Fortune lies ahead for those who are brave and who can step up and say, you know what? Didn't come out the way I wanted to. Or that thing I didn't say, here's what I wanted to say. You know, it's all about being human and understanding human nature and seeing yourself as a soul, having a human experience and course correcting along the way. I'm seeing a very, I don't want to say typical. I want to say normal. Normal human behaviors of that defensiveness and resistance and conflictedness based on energies underneath of regret, sadness, grief, fears of rejection, having missed one's opportunity, that Four of Cups, missing that Ace of Cups that was being handed right to him. So I'm seeing real normal human, normal stuff. Wheel of Fortune in the future. That's your card, Sag. Why is the wheel here in the future? I feel like destiny's at the wheel here. Oy. Yeah, I think there's going to be some anxiety. What hand will fate deal me? Everything's riding on it. Masculine says my happiness is riding on fate. All this anxiety. Okay, so there's wisdom in the patience. There's more Sag energy. There's wisdom in the patience, dear masculine. Underneath, you're going to have to exercise a lot of self-control and restraint. And understand that, like, all the most beautiful things take time to come into being. The Temperance card, if you look at the two chalices, it's almost as if it's this constant back and forth. The blending of the elements. If you think of Temperance as the alchemist, right? Turning base metals like lead into gold. And that's a sequence of events that require the wisdom of patience, that like one little adjustment, and then wait, and see what the effect is. So it's a different kind of patience. It's not like your Seven of Pentacles patience. This is different. This is guided. It's divine. But it requires self-control and restraint, which doesn't come easily to we mere mortals. Feminine showing up in that Three of Swords, right? Bleeding out. Yep, you are. I came to this connection with all my unconditional love, and I'm literally bleeding out. The Empress, divine feminine. There's unconditional love here despite the pain, despite the heartache. Taurus and Libra in the Empress. You feel, if you're here as a feminine, you may have felt manipulated. Maybe even gaslighted to some degree. Whatever this is, it feels like you didn't see it coming. Right, from the twin. I feel you have unconditional love for your divine masculine. I feel like something went down that to you, you feel it was manipulative, or the intentions were not honorable, and it wounded you. Page of Swords in the past. Yeah, waiting for that communication. Page of Swords is like the little detective, the little spy of the tarot, looking, waiting for information. See all the light bulbs here? And like waiting for the communication. Wanting that communication. The clarity. So you can move forward victoriously. Cancerian energy in the Chariot. When are we going to move forward? When is it going to happen? I'm waiting for a sign. I'm waiting for a sign. I'm waiting for your message. You've got to choose a path. Two of Wands. The world. You can see the world. What do you want? What do you choose? I feel like that's what the feminine was asking. Waiting for the masculine to choose the path so you could move forward together. I feel like you took a leap and Fool with the Six of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Oh, I see you, dear feminine. I see you. One more on that. Two of Cups. So I think you your present experience is, yeah, I went out there. I went out on a limb. Big leap of faith. That things would be made beneficial for both of us. Equal give and take, reciprocity, giving as well as one receives, that we would work through it all together, taking this connection from ordinary and transmuting it into extraordinary. That's what temperance is about. Right? So is the Three of Pentacles, you, your divine counterpart in spirit, forming this trinity of co-creative energy to bring the soulmates together. In balance, in harmony. Sixes are about balance and harmony. Right? We've got that right there. Working together to take this connection to the next level for these twin flame soulmates. I use those words interchangeably. And in the future, and I feel like it didn't come off. I feel like your present experience is, we're not going to get through this if we don't work together. For some of you, the message is, despite your wounded heart, you're willing to take the leap of faith again. For others of you, I think you feel it was a miscalculation. You didn't get the balance you were seeking. So in other words, for some of you, I think the Fool is upright. And for others of you, I think it's reversed. You'll know based on your own storyline and what you've been going through, which one is true for you. But that 10 of Wands, regardless of which choice you're picking here, is release and relief. The end of a burdensome, challenging cycle. Oh my gosh, underneath is this, oh, I can't even. All right, so 10 of Wands, it is burden, right? The 10 of Wands is about burden, but it's about the completion of that cycle. And then I feel what happens is, as you feel the relief, as you feel the weight being removed from your shoulders, you kind of throw up all kinds of blocks and walls. It's all the guardedness comes in. I feel like you pull back here, feminine. That Four of Pentacles is like, yeah, I'm not going to show my full hand next time. I'm going to get more information. Page of Swords comes out again. I'm going to get more information because clearly I miscalculated the last time. So I do feel there's some retreat here, like a little bit of stuck energy, feeling like you don't want to show your full hand next time. But I do feel there will be a next time because I still feel you have your eyes wide open. And underneath, this is you staying fiercely independent. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm just going to keep living my best life. And I'm going to have better boundaries going forward. Better boundaries, Four of Pentacles. As I wait for further information. So, it's very interesting, Sag. I feel like I'm seeing some fits and starts. Let me make sure I said all the people that came to play. We have Pisces in the High Priestess. King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Judgment, Scorpio. We've got you, Sagittarius, in the Wheel and Temperance. Sun is Leo. Empress is Taurus and Libra. Chariot is Cancer. And I think that's it. There's some Virgo energy in that Nine of Pentacles. So what I'm going to do is take it to the extended, pull one card. What is the issue, situation, or energy you need to focus on now? Even if you're in separation, you can focus on it on your own through meditation, through journaling, through rituals, new moon, full moon, whatever. The second card will be the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between you around that issue, situation, or energy. And then the third card is what can you do about that block, challenge, or dynamic, or what is going to come of it all, depending on what cards come out. And then I'll clarify all of it. The beauty about this part of the reading is it's kind of like the morning readings I do. It's a deeper dive. It's a close-up look. Then I'll put cards for your messages to and from each other. What do you want to say to each other? What do you want each other to know? And then a card for you, Sag, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. What messages come through for you from your spiritual team? That often is advice. Sometimes it's a warning. Sometimes it's a pep talk or confirmation or clarity around an issue. And then outcome. What can you expect going forward? And if timing is a factor, it would come out there. I do see the Wheel of Fortune, which is usually in divine time. So if I don't get a timing card, I won't be surprised. But the link to the extended is in the first or second sentence of the description box below this video. I will be there in a second to see you there or in a future reading. Take care, Sag. Bye.